Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Sumaira Salim. You are watching Desi TV USA. Let's see what's happening in the world. Renowned Hollywood actress and activist Angelina Jolie arrived in Pakistan to show solidarity and support for flood victims. She was brief about flood response and measures taken thus far.
I have, as you've mentioned, been to Pakistan many times. I came first because of the generosity the Pakistani people have shown the people of Afghanistan over the years and as a host country. It's often the countries that don't have as much that give more than so many other countries. And now at this time we see it's the countries that cause less damage to the environment that are now bearing the brunt of the disaster and the pain and the death. I am absolutely with you in pushing the international community to do more. I feel like we say that often. We speak of aid appeals and relief and support, but this is something very, very different. I think this is a real wake-up call to the world about where we are at. That climate change is not only real and it's not only coming, it's very much here. And even as somebody who's been a part of humanitarian aid for years, we often look at a crisis and we think of how to solve it, what we can do, what to rebuild, or how to help the children, or food. And now we're in a situation like this where it is, the needs are so great, and truly every effort is either a life or death for so many people. Every current effort, and I've seen the Army, I've been with the Army and with my colleagues at IRC, and I've seen those lives who were saved, but I've also seen those who I've been speaking to people and thinking if enough aid doesn't come, they won't be here in the next few weeks. They won't make it. Too many children, so malnourished, and then even if they make it through these next months with the winter coming and the destruction of the crops and the hard reality, I'm overwhelmed, but I don't even feel it's fair to say that because I'm not living this. So I just simply try to speak out and help. I really can't imagine what it feels like to be there. I see the very thought out, beyond this, to not only the emergency, but what to do, and all that it's going to take. And I am.
Vice President Kamala Harris is speaking at South Carolina State University's fall convocation.
Surrounded by people from different places and different backgrounds who are joined together in community, where you are surrounded by people who I promise you, some will ask you to be in their wedding, others will ask you to be godparent to their child, some of them will ask you, please do come to my inauguration. You are students united by the pursuit of excellence. And I remember back in that day, what I believe you must be feeling today, which is to feel the possibility of great opportunity, to feel the vigorous welcome that you are being given, for you to lead.
Earlier, Vladimir Putin said that those who want to blackmail us with nuclear weapons should know that the wind can turn in their direction. In his address to the United Nations General Assembly, the US President condemned the attack on Ukraine by Russian President Vladimir Putin. Biden said that 40 members of the United Nations are dealing with the unprovoked war of Russia's president. A permanent member of the United Nations Security Council attacked its neighbors, tried to wipe a sovereignty state off the map. Russia has shamefully violated the basic principle of the UN Charter. Pakistan's former ambassador in Kabul, Mansoor Ahmed Khan, says that practically the violent activities of TTP are continuing and stopping them will be a challenge for the relation of both Pakistan and Afghanistan. The former Pakistani ambassador said that the Afghanistan Taliban had meditated, which Pakistan hoped would ease to demand of the Pakistan extremism. But it did not happen. Pakistan cannot do anything outside the constitution. 3 people were killed and 13 injured in a powerful explosion in a restaurant in the capital of Afghanistan. There was a loud explosion in a restaurant in Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan. The explosion was so intense that cars parked nearby were destroyed and there was chaos. Taliban personnel surrounded the scenes of incident. During the rescue operation, 20 people were brought to the hospital, where 3 people were confirmed dead while 13 people were injured, of which 4 were in a critical condition, and the death toll expected to increase. Turkish President Erdoğan's speech at the 77th session of the United Nations General Assembly. In his speech, he said, "There is no other possibility for a just, lasting and comprehensive solution than the establishment of an independent and sovereign Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as its capital. It is imperative to respect the historical and cultural identity of Jerusalem, stop illegal settlement activities in the occupied territories, and ensure the safety of Palestinian lives and property." In recent years, several MiG-21 fighter jets have crashed one after the other in India, promoting the Indian force to shut down the squadron of these aircraft, whose wing commander was Abhinandan. According to Indian media, the Indian forces had decided to retire the MiG-21 squadron of Srinagar by September 30th. The name of the squadron was Sword Arm and its wing commander was Abhinandan. The Indian Air Force has given the impression that the decision to close the squadron is due to the old and outdated MiG-21 aircraft, but the reason for the maintaining to the other MiG-21 squadron is and closing only Abhinandan squadron is due to their performance. Maybe an Indian Air Force spokesperson said that squadron was retired as per the earlier plan, but the other 3 MiG-21 squadron will continue to operate. That's all for now. Keep watching Desi TV USA or log into our website desitvusa.com.